We're back into another Edge of Eternities draft. Let's get into it here today. And what do we have? Sun, Star, Chaplain. Being advanced step, control 2 or more, put a 1/1 counter, remove it, tap creature, pretty good. We have the Lightsmith as well, an Unravel, Outbreak Caller Zealot, a close encounter. Got a Dragon, Virus Beetle, Deco Transmissions, the Relic, Colossus, Sky Stinger, and Nutrient Block. And yeah, what do we want to do today? You know, I have been itching a little bit to do the like black, blue, or red, blue artifacts build, but I think I'll start with the Chaplain. This card is pretty good. 3/2, can get bigger, and it is target creature, so that is pretty nice. There is the Lightsmith there, so that's pretty interesting. Let's see what we want to follow this up here with. Ooh, we do have a Cryogen Relic here. We have a Virus Beetle, Voidborn, Colossus, Lethal Breaking, Harmonious. We have the Land Seeker. I'll take the Relic here. I don't know that I want to force this, but Cryogen Relic is quite good. There is a space-time anomaly we could go into. We have seen a lot of Cryogen Relics. Wow. I may take this. We could try the blue. We could try the blue-white control shell here. You know what? Screw it. Let's do it. Let's do it and see what we can get here. All right. So sticking with this lets us cast additional artifact spells, which isn't bad. Wilson Technique. We do have a Starfighter Pilot, which lets us get tap in, and Surveilling, which I do think is quite good. The question is it better than the Steel Swarm Operator? I'm going to take the Operator because I think we'll see some pilots. There is an Emissary Escort as well, so this is going to work out pretty nice. We got some things shaping up here. We got a little bit of artifact synergies already. Now, I want to be careful here in blue to keep a close eye out. Blue and white to keep a close eye out for some good removal. We have to splash in a color for that. We can certainly do that. Black is probably our best option. We can find things like Dubious Delicacy, a few of the other things that let us sacrifice stuff. Being able to like sacrifice this, Cryogen Relic or 2 is quite good. So we'll keep an eye out for that. I don't want to splash in if I don't have to, but keep that open. Like we have a Depressurize here, which is kind of interesting. So we have a cult propulsion too, pretty good. It's like, do I want to go into red or do I want to go into black? I'm more inclined to go into black. Mechanozoa is also quite good though. I'm gonna take the Mechanozoa because I think this fits what we're looking to do. This card is very good. Being able to warp this in is fantastic. Okay, we have a Weftblade Enhancer, Disaster, Operative, and a Command Bridge. I'm kind of interested actually here to take the Command Bridge or the Operative. I mean, Divert Disaster is totally fine as well. I just feel like I'm going to splash. I'm going to take a Command Bridge here. I feel like we're going to have to splash into a third color. I do want to be kind of prepared for that. What do I like here? Luxnight Breacher is fine. Dirgecraft is fine. If we end up seeing a lot of white, we could take a Bygone Colossus here and hopefully All Fate's Stalker, our own Bygone, to take that. That's a little bit of a silly pick maybe, but... all right, Nutrient Block is pretty good. We can also Unravel. I'll take the Unravel here. We're going to look to do some controlling things. Now, what do I like? I'll take the Lethal Breaking, again, in case we do need to splash in. Pinnacle Killship is fine. Not bad if we get to do kind of some warp shenanigans here. I'll take the Dual Sun Technique. I don't know if we play that, but could be a decent removal spell. Not really socked in too hard to white. So that is something to kind of keep in mind. Somewhat open. Dark Endurance. Alright. Got another Emissary Escort and a Starwinder. Mechan Assembler, very good. This is a great pack. Vanishing Light, Cryo Shatter. Oh, man. Can I just take like 5 of these cards? I'm going to take the Starwinder here, though. The ability to refill the hand and have a good top end is really, really nice. I could do the left walking thing, but I really don't like this card personally. Draw a card, discard a card is pretty enticing. But I kind of want to just take a Cryo Shatter here, I think. Lock some stuff up. Okay, if I splash into black, we could Rupture. There's an Embrace. There's a Self-Craft Mechan, which is really good. Radiant Strike. Do I want to splash into black for this? I think we're enticed to not do that. I think it's like Starfield Shepherd warping in versus a Mechan. I actually think I'm going to take the Mechan. The Mechan might be a little bit better for us. Wow, there's a Glacial Godmaw. All right, we have a Reroute Systems, a Pilot, and another Cryo Shatter, which are all decent options. I just think Cryo Shatter is way too good. I think we go that route. All right, we have a Divert. We have a Honored Knight Captain and a Radiant Strike. Take the Radiant Strike here. I kind of want to just secure, just really power up here our removal. I'm going to take a Grav Kill here again in case we do decide to splash in. I mean, a third Cryo Shatter, I suppose. Now we have Focus Fire, Drone, Dual Sun is a pretty easy pickup. Great creature here. Colors seem to be pretty well open, so I think we're going to have a good shot here. Need some creatures. I'm feeling pretty good on removal with the Cryo, the Unravel, the Radiant Strike. If we need to, we'll play the Pinnacle Kill Ship. Got Mechanozoa here. All that's pretty good. This is an interesting one because we could very likely play the Survey Mechan, but also Mechan Shield Mate would be pretty good. I'm going to take the Survey Mechan because we can get some additional value off of this. I will take a Starfighter Pilot here. Really like this card. The Surveil is great. Zealot is totally fine. As a good blocker to gum up the battlefields. There's really no way I'm playing 2 Pinnacle Starships. Alright, Mutinous Massacre, a null artifact or enchantment spell. We have a Radiant Strike and Divert Disaster. This pack is pretty weak for us. Probably just take a Divert here. Ooh, now we have a Seam Rip. This is interesting. I might actually just take another Starfighter Pilot here. We need some creatures. I need to be able to filter through some cards. Second spell you cast costs 2 less to cast. That seems fine. You can now take an Operative. The key here is going to be a good enough top end to finish this. Doing okay on creatures to spells. A decent curve, plenty of low mana plays. Some Starbreach Whales would be really good. All Fate Stalker again would be really nice to see. Ooh, this is a tough one between the Gigastorm and the Codecracker. Gosh, this is tough. I don't really have any good... I mean, we have the Mechan that draws cards. I'm going to take the Codecracker Hound here. I can grab another Mechanozoa. I think I do. Probably just take another Operative here. I guess the Sentinel. Take another strike. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be top end closing games out might be my problem. The low end of the curve, we're looking quite good. I'll take a Weft Blade here just because another decently sized creature, some counters, warp some stuff in. We'll take a Breacher. And I'll take a Nebula Dragon, I guess. Maybe I splash red for the Nebula Dragon. You have Command Bridge. That might not actually be too bad. Just as a one-of. Litho Breaking is also not a terrible play. Let's just take a look at that really quick here. To make a handful of cuts. Playing red also then does make Survey Mechan a little bit better. That's kind of an interesting thought. I don't particularly have to play some of the counter spells. We can go down to one Mechanozoa. I'm really not too stressed with Danoform, to be honest. I mean, Pinnacle Killship is about the only time that that's going to come into play really nicely. Our top end is fine. Emissary Escort, the biggest it gets is 4. This is a good blocker, though. It's pretty hard to get through on 2 mana. I don't have a ton of artifact spells. Mechan, my only good target to get rid of is that, minus itself, which is always an option. I don't know that I need the Litho Breaking. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I could probably do without... I'm gonna get rid of... It's like, this is great for warping in, can replace itself. This is better early from a control perspective. A little bit easier to cast. Probably just play that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need to look at a couple of creatures. I'm thinking maybe Breacher. Maybe the Weft Blade, honestly. Everything else looks pretty decent. Is 3 Cryo Shatters too many? Nice part is Cryo Shatter into a second spell saves me a decent bit of mana. And maybe the plan here is just to make our operatives big enough, kind of punch in with some value damage till we can get to our top end. How's that look? 15 and 8. Seems fine. Got a good suite of removal. I don't think the Nebula Dragon Splash is bad at all. I don't know if we need 3 mountains. Thinking maybe something like that instead. Or honestly, even really don't need a ton of white either. Blue fuels the deck. That's probably okay. Let's go with that. Let's see if this will work out and if we can win some games. Okay. This is not a bad hand at all. We can make this work, folks. Oh, you got me. We start off here with actually the Starfighter pilot. Actually wondering if... Nah, like if they want to punch, I'll take the 2. Be able to get the Surveil off. Seems fine. It's Bright Speaker Zealot. Yep, I'm not blocking. Now if they play something and then they can block me, that's fine. I take this trade on the Umbra Caller pretty much all day long. Cryo Shatter. Gonna pitch that. Get wrecked here a little bit if I get run into with a Bombard or an Orbital Plunge. Take some damage, but it's the Swarm color. Ripping a land here would be great. Not particularly ideal, I'm not gonna lie. Land there would have been nice because I could have emissaried. Sure, sack the beetle now. Some value. Brother. Can I draw a land, please? Dude, are you serious? That's wild. Well, I'm not playing this anytime soon, so... I'm gonna trade out for the Starfighter pilot, that's fine. Not gonna let them make their swarm color any bigger. We found a land. Cryo shattering this. I think I'm actually pretty happy to make this attack, even if we get a chump block, or they like color and zealot or beetle. I mean, they could just block with the beetle, sack it to surveil. Best case, I get in 4 damage. All right, sweet. Have a kill ship, sure. Psionicist down. Powers up at 7. So I'm going to take a big shot here from Pinnacle Kill Ship next turn. But I can get the Mechanozoa down. And have some decent attackers. I can also Mechanozoa and Chaplain, so I can lock down the Pinnacle Kill Ship. Then get some counters on some things. Oh, Cryo Shatter is actually kind of huge. So I can't flash this in and play Chaplain. I still think the play is warp this in. To lock that down. I don't see a reason to not do this. Don't have the mana for the dragon, although that would have been a great play. Like if this is just a chump here. Yep, and a sack. Yep. You can recur this, so that's fine. Now I'm going to get the value off the Chaplain. I'll be able to make it bigger, which is pretty important, I think. If I find a land, I can just Mechanozoa again. They trying to trigger Void here, maybe? Or just get that onto the battlefield. You just sack it. No, they want to be able to play it later. I'm essentially saying block with your Umbra Caller Zealot. Sure. Still fine. Yep. Close game here. We can essentially just pay 4 mana, yeah, and just tap everything down. And we'll take it. Okay. That worked out pretty nicely. A little close on life, but felt decently in control. It's not bad. Operative, escort. Hello, my friend. A white-green action. Orphan and a Luminary. Very nice. I think I just play the escort here. A big old 0-4 in the way. They've hit all of our top end again. Not that that's bad. It just it stinks a little bit when we want to be able to do some double spell action here. They're pretty low curve, so it's like trying to wait, you know, to be able to play this and then play something else. You know, if they play a decent threat, if you get like a Cryo Shatter here, it might be worth. Found a land instead. It's kind of interesting because I can Mechanozoa to tap this down to then punch. But I think we'll just play the operative instead. If I'm them, I'm just playing the Luminary, right? Like, or maybe cracking the land or playing another 2-mana spell. They can ramp. They can get pretty decently ahead here. Maybe we just Radiant Strike this, to be honest. It says, whenever the spacecraft attacks, you may put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. You're gonna be able to get it to 4. My hope here is that they basically just use their turn to power that up. And then before attacks, I can destroy it. Sorry, friend. Take 6. That's for 4 later. Okay. Sure. We got 3, 4, 5. That's our 6th land. So we can Mechanozoa again. Good part here is if they go Might Form Harmonizer, we'll be able to lock some things down. They also get a little bit of power and toughness on Emissary, which is good. You have to be able to kill the Might Form. That's going to be my biggest issue here, is their ability to pump that up and put some big creatures on. I need to get to 7 mana as well, because being able to go Pinnacle Kill Ship on 1 turn to kill probably the Harmonizer into a Starwinder to power it up to then refill my hand is pretty gross. So this is an interesting play. This just opens this door here for me completely. Because I just play this, lock this down again, attack for 9. I have to imagine that they're gonna go like, they wanted to go into Might Form here to then basically almost kill me, which is a interesting and kind of neat play. The problem with that is now they don't have a target. So if they're holding a land, we might have stifled a land drop in addition to, yeah, there's the land. Now, like, they need to get power and toughness on the battlefield here. Yep. They're not even going to play. What are they going to play? The Broodguard Elite for 1? That feels pretty bad. Sure. I mean, I just attack here. I'm really in no danger, I don't think. Double block here, take 3. Because I'm going to be able to Starwinder. Only thing that kills me here is if they play something that has reach. But they have to kill the Pinnacle kill ship and put some good blockers out. Put some good power and toughness out. And I can still just turn target creature or... Sure. You're just dead, my friend. Good game. Sick play. That's sick play. I would have been able to draw 7 cards off of that. Oh man, that's gross. That is gross. Ooh, we're on the play with 3 lands and a survey mech in. That's pretty cool. And we have found Starwinder yet again. We have two of very few 7 spells in our deck. Yet again, we find the Starwinder. I'm finding a hard time with warping outside of obviously the end of that last game was pretty cool. Finding a hard time to like get in the value of warping this. Color, sure. Sure. See a reason not to do that. They're gonna just play color. They're not gonna play color. Okay. Interesting. Virus Beetle. I'm a long way from 7 mana, that's for sure. They don't have a second black source. Very interesting. And I can't double spell, which is really not great. Sure. Using their mana up makes sense to me. List. Relic. Draw some cards. Great play. Just gonna mech it and not sacrifice anything. Sure. It's almost like I just... warp this in. See if they just chump with the vocalist. I don't think we'll see a double block here. Yep. Take the action, absolutely. I get to do this. Bing, bing. Make it bigger. We're breaching. They're surveilling. Really nice. This essentially lets me do is pressure. And I also can get in some damage here. That dies. This keeps the sky open. A plains. Little 3-color action. Interesting. Banishing light on the chaplain. On the Meccan and the chaplain. Very good. Very, very good. Gigaform Titan being their only play. It's about as ideal as I could have drawn it up. I would assume I will happily draw 4 cards. I tap down the vocalist. Sure. I will draw 2 cards. Let's have you not gain some life. How about that? Sure. You can relic the Starwinder. It's not a terrible play. Yep. Attack me for 4, sure. I play this. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 available to me. It's almost like I want to This doesn't draw me any extra card. What's more important here? If I Nebula Dragon this down, I get to attack for 4, they chump block 2, deal 2, they go to 7. I actually think this is the better sequence of plays here. And we shoot that. I want a full power attack here with the Starwinder available. Cracker Hound, sure. So now we can lock it down. I can deal 6 in the air. Less than 6 in the air. Yep. But if I just lock that down and attack, I can then also Code Cracker. I don't think Divert Disaster is going to be any good here. We take a Radiant Strike all day long, friends. I mean, 6 damage in the air. Sure. You bounce the Starwinder and the Nebula Dragon. Takes 9 to crew. Play this for 5. I can still play Code Cracker Hound. Or I play this for 7. Oh, because this is 3 damage to any target. Yeah, we just play this straight up. Get big. Back with all. Power on the battlefield, baby. It's pretty sick. That's pretty sick. Starwinder providing some excellent value yet again. What a card. Seriously, what a card. Crazy. Oh, that's crazy. can't believe I just got ruptured. That's gross. Sure. A timely divert disaster. Oh, that feels terrible, bro. Oh, that feels terrible. Oh my god, that hurts. That hurts. What's funny though is we still get the pressure with Emissary Escort if they pay for that, right? This gets locked down, which is what it is, of course. And it's not the insta kill, but we then do get the lander. Which no, actually, it wouldn't count for Emissary. So yeah, it does not matter. Does not matter. I would not have been able to profitably attack at that point. Oh, that feels so bad. We have 3 cards left in our deck. They only had 2 cards left in their deck, so I feel a strong sense that we're probably picking that game up still. But what a game. This isn't particularly a great hand. Let's see what we can draw into, though. Ganazoa. They get out to like a decently fast start here. I'm probably in trouble. Take that. That's pretty good. I mean, we'll be able to Zealot here. Codecracker Hound. Oh man, and then they're making, oh gross. Yeah, we're gonna get steamrolled here. Nice, nice, nice. If they have like a depressurize or anything for this, I am major trouble, friends. If not, we're okay. Their attacks aren't great. All right, I didn't immediately get depressurized. I also don't look to have a land, which is kind of interesting. Yeah, nice. Oh, and they still didn't draw a land. Oh, we have a chance. We have a chance. I think it makes sense to just port my little Codecracker Hound friend in here. I like Psionicist. I still have good blocks. If they don't have another land, I feel pretty bad. There it is. I'd say draw all those cards and not find one. Kind of wild. Beam Saw. The funny part here is we're going to have some good bodies against their creatures. Double Beam Saw. Punch and get some damage. That'd be bold. That would be bold. All right, let's just go operative into this, making them bigger. I am not attacking friends. Next turn, I can go Chaplain into Hound. Need be. At this point now, I'm just going to kind of play a little bit of the waiting game. Till we can get, like, Pinnacle Killship down, start doing some things there. Six land here would be nice. had to figure that was coming in. Nah, gonna Code Cracker Hound here. The problem is they're just gummed up really well too. So if they keep finding, if they start ripping some lands here, it's like I don't really want to use Pinnacle Kill Ship. I have 7 mana. I can Cryo Shatter. I could Cryo Shatter and then Pinnacle Kill Ship something, but that seems absolutely terrible. I think I'm just better off Cryo Shattering this. Let me warp in Mechanozoa. Lock one of these down. I can pay to tap this. This way they're not getting the value off of these beam saws. And then I can try to get in a little bit of damage here. Oh, sure. That's fine. Okay, we are throwing 8 damage at him, so it's not nothing. Take the 8. All right. Do they have a land? Holy moly, dude. That's wild. All right, well. Let's see. Do I want to kill this? No, I don't. I think we just attack all. I have to pressure here. I have to try to pressure here. I really don't know what else to do. That feels like such a terrible block for them, but they have such the ability, if they keep drawing lands, to make so many bodies. Yep. Got him down to 10. As long as there's no land, I'm good. That's just crazy good. That is crazy good. They can get Faller's Faithful back and refill their hand. Not a bad play. What do I need here? I have to just hope Pinnacle Kill Ship doesn't get Grav killed into oblivion. So gross, dude. And I have to dodge a land. I'm on a 2-turn clock here. And of course, I am hellbent. Crow Shatter was decent because that takes out their big attacker. So that's nice. Again, if they really wanted, they could start pushing some damage with the beam saws. Oh, sure. Oh, they're going to get the life back. That's really good. Nice. Nice play. I do have a 7-4 now, though, so there is that. Starwinder here. Starwinder would have been the best draw. Starwinder would have been insane, actually. W social engineering is insane. Like, kudos to them again. They died to this pinnacle kill ship, but I don't know. I have to dodge one more draw step, essentially, is where I'm at. Sure. Target the germinating worm? Sure. Absolutely the germinating worm. Forced me to take 7 or to chump block it. Which I am going to do. Nebula Dragon. What a draw. Good game. What a draw. What a draw. Oh man, I should not be winning that game. Should not have won that game. They had 19 million 2/2 robot tokens. Okay. Again, we have a high. Well, we're gonna try to Sunstar Chaplain here. See what happens. I have to just. I don't have to play that, but. I mean, this isn't terrible. If I find land. I mean, I'm getting away with this, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, I mean, at this point, make it big enough. I mean, we've had a good draw here, and what we're doing for 3. I think my time's about to run out, but. I'm trying to think if there's like a double spell here. If like, what can I draw that I can double spell off of that's gonna still be good? It is not that. That's for dang sure. If I pay the 2 to tap down Biomech and Engineer, that was just a bad attack on my part. I should have just sent the adepts. Sure. Sure. Make it something huge. Make something else huge. Sure. I don't think works the way they think it works. Hmm. Have to block this. Oh, I could have won the game. No, I couldn't have. No, I could have taken him down to 1. I could have won the game. I'm an idiot. I am so bad. Okay. I could have just removed the 2 1/1 counters, tap both creatures, then attack for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That was terrible. If they somehow play something that ends up destroying me, I deserve it. Oh, that was so bad. I didn't even see it. The Sunstar Champlain wins the game there. Because I have the 2 1/1 counters. Sure. Sure. Now I win the game. Okay. Whoa! Terrible play there at the end. I should have won the previous turn. I was not even mathing the math in my head. But we essentially would have been able to do the same thing when the engineer was out. They had only the 1 mana, so it's not like they could. It doesn't matter. They couldn't crack anything to basically allow me to get through, and then we would have dealt the same amount of damage here and had the game over. What's crazy about that game? I ramped up to 9 lands, and we had 3 for most of the game, and still ended up pulling out a W. Okay, this video has been wickedly long already, playing a little bit of the control. I'm up to 5 wins, which is more than I anticipated with this deck. It ended up being quite good. We did lose the first game, which I'll probably have ended up cutting. We just really kind of ran out of steam here, but this has been pretty good. We've got some good tempo plays. Starwinder has been awesome. Being able to Starwinder into the Pinnacle kill ship for that one game was a pretty sweet moment. But other than that, just some good tempo plays again, the ability to lock things down, make some of our threats bigger. I was worried about the top end way to finish. Splashing in Nebula Dragon has been absolutely awesome, so happy with that. And we've actually been able to get some really good value out of Sunstar here. We can play that early tempo game to give us some advantage with the counters, just like you saw with the last game, and then use that ability. If we can get a couple attacks in where we can trigger this ends up being fantastic, right? And then we can do it. Having the operatives with the chaplain is also really, really nice because we can then rely on the counters that this is getting to use that ability. So there's some kind of cool synergies here. Crowd Shatter, of course, has been amazing. Helps us to double trigger our double spells, which is good. And Bright Spear Zealot has been an all-star. It's been able to punch in a ton of damage. The vigilance on this is great. And again, the deck lines up, we get a decent amount of lands. We're able to double spell pretty efficiently here, which has been nice. Selfcraft Mechan hasn't been particularly great in this build just because I don't have a ton of artifacts to sacrifice, but a 3/4 for a 4 is fine. And in certain situations, it's been okay. I think if we were going to look to make this a little bit better, we would have wanted like another Cryogen Relic or something else like that. Escort's been fine as well with the Pinnacle kill ship. So all in all, pretty cool little deck. Again, did not expect at all 5 wins out of this. I thought we were going to maybe shoot between 3 and 4, so pretty happy with that. We'll, of course, finish this out, and if I end up doing that before we edit the video, I'll let you know where we land right here. If not, well, we'll keep playing the games, and we'll finish this up. Edge of Eternities is on its way to closing out, but we still have a few weeks left before Through the Omen Pass comes to MTG Arena, aka Spider-Man. Spoilers are coming out. It's looking pretty fun. I am getting excited, always excited for a new set. I am very interested to see how Pick 2 Draft is going to play and some of those other things. A little worried about this set, if I'm being honest. Because from what I have read and a few other things, there's some concerning things. I'll leave that there, but we'll probably do a set review here pretty quick once the spoilers are up. We always do that prior to pre-release, so if you're checking this video out, be sure to stay tuned and catch up with that. I will definitely be going to a pre-release. Big Spider-Man fan, so that's really cool. I am excited for the set, just to see some of the cool cards that we're able to get. And we'll see how the rest of this goes. But a little bit more Edge of Eternities coming up here on the channel. If you enjoy pack openings, we do those every Wednesday. We have a whole playlist of those. Lots more MTG Arena content. And I should also note, next week, we will, be jumping into, because we have another Arena Direct physical play booster boxes. Now, here's what's interesting. We already have 2 play booster boxes on the way. We did end up securing one this last time. So we're going to see can double those up, and sealed has been interesting for the set. We'll see if we can grab some more. I do really like Edge, so I'd love to grab a few more play booster boxes. Would be awesome. And as tough as these events are, winning them always feels pretty dang good. So we'll probably give a couple of runs at those as well. So wrap that up here. Hopefully you enjoyed. Thanks so much for watching, and catch you in the next one. Peace.